Hello again and good morning. This is Carrick Williams, one of Carrick Williams Photography LLC, located at 5508 North 50th Street, Suite 31, Tampa, Florida 33610. We are a certified MBE, DBE, and SBE. We're also certified with the Hillsborough County School District for this job as a certified minority vendor. Today's date is Tuesday, May 28, 2024. I keep saying it, but you see it. It's another absolutely great, beautiful day the Lord gave us to work out here. We're just real thankful to have this work and be out here working. We're also grateful for our client. Our client today, again, is Manhattan Construction. Their office is located at 5405 Cypress Center Drive, Suite 200, Tampa, Florida 33609. Now, our main point of contact with Manhattan is Mr. Kyle Avera. He's assistant superintendent. Let me just stop right there and say Cal has been doing a great job helping us out here, getting all these doors unlocked and guiding us around. It's been just great working with him. We also have Christopher Kim, the project manager, and Jack Wood, the project engineer out here. Now, the owner for this project is the Hillsborough County Public Schools, and they're located at 901 East Kennedy Boulevard, Tampa, Florida 33602. The number there is 813-272-4000. The job number is 8103. The project name is 0533F as in Frank, A as in Apple, C as in Charlie, Referendum Projects 2023, Shaw Elementary School Project. Our assignment today is to provide a pre-construction video documentation of the current existing conditions of specific designated work areas on the school. We still have a lot to go. We got another 4 more buildings to go. Been out here for 4 days or so, but we're gonna hopefully knock this out today, okay? A lot to do. Started early, we'll get it done, all right? Let's get going. Ready to start building 4, the first building of the day. We are in the northeast corner. We'll look around first and see what we've got here. You see the sign building 4, look down at the concrete here. You're gonna see some cracks right here. We showed these cracks last time we visited here because we're doing building 5, which is right across from us. We showed you the area over here in the little memorial park that has some damage to the bricks and in the cracks here. I'm gonna walk around this building clockwise, looking at the exterior first. Again, we did parts of this before, but we're gonna do it again really good now. You see the more cracks here in the sidewalk. The building itself looks good, the drain looks good, the wall looks good, no issues at all. Out here on the outside, the curbing on the outside here, the gutter area is showing some cracks, and again, more cracks here in the sidewalk. Here we go again, we got cracks across the sidewalk, going across here. In the corner over here, you see a break in the sidewalk and cracks, and right here in the middle also. Okay, we're now at the front door. I'm going to start out here across from the sidewalk. You see a break there in the sidewalk and a long crack running here. And this is the double entrance here on the north side. This is the north side of the building. Showing you around here, there's no issues that we see. The water faucets are good. All looks good. The door looks good. The outside of the door looks good. Look on the outside of this one over here. All looks good. You see the sign here also has lots of letters missing. And we're going to break protocol right now because it's very important. We're normally going to finish the whole outside first of this building and then come into the inside. But we can look through the door and see some major damage that's happening right now. We're going to show that to you before anybody gets over here. We'll do the building completely later, but we're going to walk inside this building, building 4. This is the north building, straight into past the foyer area, right into the big area here. We're passing rooms 501, 502, 3, and 4, and show you this problem. There's water here leaking. There's standing here. Let me show you here. There's standing water here on the floor. Okay, all on both sides, both the west side, all the way over here to the east side. All this is standing water. You'll see the ceiling tile here. If you look carefully, you'll see drips on the floor. It's actually dripping right now. Look up top up here, you'll see the AC unit is dripping. The tile is soaking wet. Back here on the countertop, this is all water. And this is before any of the guys got here. I want to show you too. Look back here on the floor. We'll come back and look at it later. You see the wet area and the dry area. The water's just standing. So it's been dripping for a little while. Again, nobody's been in this room yet to do any work at all. So this has happened a little while ago. You see up here, look again, you see some standing right here. The AC is running, but the condensation, I believe it's condensation. You can see right here, it's just constantly dripping, okay? This insulation here is soaking wet. Okay, you know, want to make sure you see this now before anybody gets here. Look in the top up here behind the cabinets. You'll also see that ceiling towel hanging. This one right here next to it is wet. It's got water on it. So all of this area is very, very wet. Okay, we're going to back out now. We already contacted Manhattan Kyle with Manhattan Superintendent. Let him know about it. He'll be here right away to check it out. But we want to make sure we saw this and reported it right away before anybody gets in here. We're going to go back outside now and continue around the building. We'll come back in and go back over this area. But right now, that was an emergency, so we wanted to point that out before anybody start working. There's no crews here on this part of the school at all. Okay? We're going to continue walking around the school. Again, we're going counterclockwise. This is the north. We're traveling west right now. Here we go again. Now this is the main walkway, sidewalk here. This is building 9, so we're on the corner here. You see more cracks in the sidewalk here. But the building itself looks good. The columns all look good. No issues. Your communication panel box is good. Conduit's good. The drain next to it looks good. We got a break right here. Now this is right below the communications box and conduit. Some of these cracks you've already seen before. We're walking right past building 9, so we've already shown you these. But again, they're right between 4 and 9, so we're just gonna have to show them to you again. We're gonna turn now and head toward the south. This is the northwest corner. We're gonna start down here looking. There's a break in the brick. So we're walking south, looking back to the east at the west side of Building 4. Now, Building 4 is a double building. You're going to see here it turns and goes around, but we'll get the whole entire area of Building 4. We're now on the outside door here. You'll see building door number 501. We'll get it from the inside. Down here at the bottom, you're going to notice there's the weather stripping is loose. Up top looks good. The glass looks good. No issues. Our next exterior door here is for room 502. Up top looks good. Glass looks good. No real issues. We're going to turn now here and we'll start walking again to the west, looking south at the north side of this other part of Building 4. There's a crack on the ground here in the sidewalk, right by room number 404, exterior door. Glass looks good, no issues. Our next room is room 403. Again, I don't see any issues here. Glass door, all look good. The wall looks good. And there is a crack here in the sidewalk. We're coming up to this northwest corner of Building 4. What we're doing now is turning around and showing you this sitting area in this area. This is between 4, 9, and 2, which is behind us. A couple benches. There's nothing much to show you here. Just wanted to give you an overall view of this area, and we'll continue walking around the building. We're now again on the northwest corner. Now, we're right now between building 4 and building 3. So we're just traveling south, looking back to the east at the west side of building 4. So 4 is on our left and 3 is on our right. Again, I won't point out absolutely mention every other crack we see here. The camera will catch them, but we'll make sure you see the cracks here in the sidewalk going completely across from east to west. Up top looks good. The columns all look good. There's a stainless steel drain there. It looks to be in good condition, 2 of them. No real issue. Now looking over here at building 4, you'll see another double entrance. We'll go inside there later. The water fountains look good. Right as you go into that entrance, you'll notice there's a crack here between building 3 here on my right and building 4. Going up to the door, you'll see building 4, you'll see a crack going across the sidewalk. The door has been propped open for us. You'll notice that it all looks pretty good. Nothing much to show you. We'll show you this, since the door is open, and show you this chipping here on the door, the paint. The exterior looks pretty good, no real issues. You see the 4 is missing here, and some of the letters are damaged. Other than that, looks pretty good. All up top, the overhead metal roof covering looks good. Again, no issues. The wall for the school looks good. I don't see any chips or breaks. You also see a crack here in the gutter. Looking back where we came from, between building 4 on the right, or the east side, and building 3 on the left side, which is the west side, all looks good. You get this one right here, Brian? Mm-hmm. Okay. We're now coming up to the south west corner of building 4. Out here in the walkway, you'll see some cracks again. Now back here's another exterior door. This is room 401. Looking around here, it all looks good. Glass looks good, door looks good, no real issues back here. Overhead looks good. And this is the end of this building. We're gonna go out here and see a fence. It's the fence is locked, of course. You've got some minor cracking down here in this concrete, right by this drain, this pass-through. You'll see also here on the corner, right by the building, another break here in the concrete. We're going to now start walking toward the east, looking north at the south side of building 4. We're also going to be looking at, look at that big raccoon down there, looking at us. Looking for some food, I guess. Looking at the building, it all looks good. Sidewalk looks good. The fence looks like brand new. It looks in really good condition. No issues. Security cameras in place. It's my first big crack here in the sidewalk. It's a diagonal crack here. It's about in the center of the building almost. Everything else looks pretty good. The drip edge looks good up top. The sidewalk looks good. Well, again, the fence all looks nice and straight. No issues. So now we're on the south and said he didn't find any food. He's going back home. Going to the south east corner. Now, on the southeast corner, I'm going to show you a patch here that's been made already. You see how the concrete has been, bricks been patched? This is a crack right here, I guess. You'll see here how it's been patched and cleaned up and painted over. So now we're going to walk around this building. This is a double building. So this is the southeast corner of this south part of the building. Up top here too, let's look at this. I didn't see this. See the same patch I'm talking about here? There's a crack, how they patched through it and painted over it. It goes up to the very top. You see some caulk up in here. So it's been addressed, but I wanted to show it to you. On the inside, same thing. It's been patched in this area. It's been painted over. The wall looks good. This is room 402. Glass looks good. No issues I can see. Ceiling, everything looks good. Concrete looks good. Now this sidewalk here we did already. We're going to show it to you again just to make sure. You see some cracking here. This is between building 4 and building 11 on our right hand side. So as you pass by here, we're again walking north, looking west at the east side. No real issues, nothing's broken. I can see. Again, we showed it to you earlier, but here's a crack here. Now, to give you a reference, let's stop here for a second. We're going to look to our right. This is room 859 by the mechanical room of room 11, so you see where the crack is. Okay. Looking back at building 4, looks good. You've got a couple windows we're going to look at. All looks good. Both windows look good. No issues. Okay. So now we're in a corner here of building 4. We're going to turn and to the right. Look, communication box looks good. No issues. All the conduit looks good. I'm going to turn here and start heading back to the east again, looking north at the south side of the building. What's up top up here? There's something right here. Let me. Not sure what this is. This is like a stick or something stuck inside here, but there's no damage that I can see. So there's no immediate sidewalk here right by building 4. The sidewalk's right next to building 11. We already got that. We've got 2 more windows. Windows look good. There's no cracks that I can see. Down below looks good. Wall, vent, all looks good. No issues. You've got a drain here that's out of place, but it's really no big deal. It probably just pop right in. There you go. No problem. We just came from there's a patch here in the wall toward the bottom. And now we're on the southeast corner, building 4. We're between building 4 and building 6. We're going to start walking now to the north, looking back to the west at the east side of building 4. All looks good. And we've done this area before when we were looking at building 6. We're going to just show it to you overall again. But everything looks pretty good. There's some minor cracks, but nothing major so far. You see here, going up toward building 4, there's some cracks here in the sidewalk area, walkway area. The room number here is 504. This is an exterior door. We will not go through that door. We'll look at it from the inside. All looks good. All your columns look good. All your up ceiling part looks good. All your covering, there's no real issues that we can see. Our next room here is room 503. Again, it's an exterior door. We will not go through that door. Glass all looks good, no issues. Little crack here in the sidewalk going across the whole sidewalk, and we're now going to come back to where we started from. And this is, we're going to stop and give you the whole area. Look to our right, you'll see building 6, so you know where we are. You'll see building 5. You'll see the big resting area here, Memorial Park for the kids that passed. And we're back now to the northeast corner of building 4. We're going to go back to the main doors now and go inside and look at the interior of building 4. We're now going to go inside building 4. This is the north part of the building. Again, it's a double building. This is the north side. We're going to walk through the main entrance here and look at the foyer area. We'll start by looking back at the doors. Doors look good. No problem. When you get to the floor in this area, you're going to notice that at the bottom here, some tiles have been changed out, and there's still tiles missing and tiles broken right here. Okay. There's also a piece of the weather stripping missing at the bottom right here. Okay. So turning around, in this area, we're going to do all of this area at one time, floor, wall, and ceiling. Looking at the floor looks pretty good. Is this a break right here? There's a little chip here in the tile, a couple of those. Overall, it looks pretty good. You've got a ceiling tile that's hanging up top here. The cork board looks good, no issues. Over here to my left on the floor, you're going to see, well, the baseboard has been pushed back, and there's a crack here exposed, not a crack, a space exposed here where there's no tile. You've got your, you're going to have 2 bathrooms in here. We're going to look at both of those. Let's go to the left first and look at the boys' bathroom. The bathroom number is 505A. The door looks good. There's a slight pushed up tile here and a hole here in the ceiling tile. If you go in this building, this door, it looks good on the outside. The wall looks good. The stop's in place. The same at the bottom, this same space here we saw earlier is around here also. There's a little bit of caulk will make that look better. Let's go inside. Looking back at the door first, you're going to notice at the bottom, it's just worn. There's no real damage. Looking up the door, it looks pretty good. Up top, you'll see here that there's no cover on the arm. Other than that, it looks pretty good in here. The floor looks good, no issues that I can see. The light is on. Ceiling looks good. All the appliances, the urinal and the toilet are in place. No issues. I will note here on the wall, though, the soap dispenser is damaged severely. Everything else looks pretty good. Across from that is room 505B. It should say girls. You see letters are missing here. Looking at the door itself, you're going to see in the middle of the door, a little bit over middle, some paint chipping here. Down below looks good, pretty good. No real issues. Let's go inside. We'll start off as usual, looking back at the door we just came through. And as you see, again, there's no cover here for the door mechanism. You've got 2 toilets in here. As you come through, on the one on the right here, you notice that the toilet paper dispenser is severely damaged, cover's missing. There's a severe break here in the toilet on 2 places here. Okay. On the second toilet here, looks pretty good. There is a break here, a crack right here in the toilet seat. And this wall has paint, wall by the sink has paint all over it. Splattered all over the sink, the wall. The mirror is severely scratched, and there's paint all on the mirror as well. And again, more paint on the wall and on the floor, blue paint. All back over here, right by the doors, more blue paint on the wall. Across from, you can make this way, you see blue paint on the wall over here also, here, and then across over, and over here too. As I come back out, I noticed there's also some blue paint. I kind of missed that. If you go in, right here as well, right by the door. All right, so we're going to go through the main entrance here and show you the rooms. So the first door looks good. There's no issues. The glass is intact. No cracks I can see all around. Floor in this area looks good. Looking back at the door, we're inside the main area between all the classrooms. Door looks good. Looking at the floor, it looks pretty good. You can notice that the tile here, though, has got some minor chips here going to my left. Right here is a break in the tile. And if you look back to the right, which is east, you're going to see some tile being replaced and there's some tile missing right here. Lots of stuff is stored on the floor over there. We can't really see back there, but from what we can see, it looks pretty good other than that. As usual, we're going to go around the room looking at the floor, walls, and then ceiling. This is the room that had the bad AC leaks. We're going to look at that in just a second. Look over here, Brian. I'm going to show it again, but right here by 501, looking at the floor, you see there's some issue with the floor here, some separation in the tile. 502 looks okay. Back here again, we're back here now in this back part, it's the south part. You see all this water. You can see the water, how it splashes here. It's all wet, all back here. They'll be coming to address this real soon. Again, I've already mentioned this to Kyle. I want you to come step back, Brian, for me, please. And let's look down and get back here and show you this. Again, it's all wet back here, but down here at the bottom, see this? There's a crack in this wall right here. Okay. Back here behind the chair, you're gonna see how wet it is. And look right here, you'll see the water splashing down. Again, no one's been in here to work yet. And all this, we'll show it to you again, but all this is all soaking wet. This is the south east corner. Again, flooded back here. Got the water back here by the wall. We're passing by room 504 and 503. And you'll see in the corner back here, we really can't get back there, so we'll just show you what's there. We'll start in that corner by looking at the walls now. In that corner, that's the northeast corner. All looks good. Again, you see the door we came in. Looking at the wall here now, this is the northwest corner. We'll see, let's look over here, Brian, please. You'll see how this formica here is damaged. The countertop looks pretty good, minus chips. The wall looks good, looking toward the west. Looks pretty good. Again, more stuff stored over here. 501 room, 502 room. The whiteboard by 502 looks good. And now we're going to start on the wall back in this corner. This is the southwest corner. Okay, again, let's look at this carefully. You'll see here that the formica here is damaged on both sides. Up top here, formica is missing around the edges completely. You'll also see as you look in the middle, the fire extinguisher is missing. This countertop is wet. This countertop is really wet. Where the water's dripping from up top. Again, these cabinets here, all the formica on the tops, around the edges, as you see here, is missing. Notice how bad the water stain is right here on the door. Okay, the door formica is warped. The bottom here is all wet. You'll see the next counter, the same thing. The top is The Formica's missing. The Formica's missing, and it's warped. It's pulling out. Also, the handle here is loose. The next one is damaged severely. Okay, you'll see all the water here. The door is split all the way down. I've got water dripping down my back. I can feel the water dripping from the area in the AC unit. We continue going across. You've got two large cabinets. Look up top first. The top cabinets look pretty good. There's no damage here, but you can see again the water is dripping in my hand from up here. A couple minor spots right here. This next door looks to be in good condition, the large one. Again, all this looks good. You're now in the southeast corner. Pull this chair back, and you'll see the same thing here. You'll notice that the edges of the Formica is missing here and here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the drawer out and see if the rest of it's like that, but yeah, see the tops are all missing here. Formica's missing. The blinds are all in place. Your breaker boxes are there, they're locked. You will see some chipping on the walls here around the breaker box. We're now looking toward the east. We're passing by room 504 and 503. And let's look at our ceiling. Starting up top here in the northeast corner, ceiling tiles look pretty good. Let me see this, what I see up here. I guess it's okay. In the very corner, you'll notice there's a ceiling tile that's kind of hanging down. I'm looking at this area right here. It looks very faintly like a stain, but it's very, very faint. Across here looks good. In the northwest corner, you see a ceiling tile that's bowed down here. A little bit out of place up here over 501. Over 502 also, ceiling tiles a little bit coming out of the bracket. This is here on this west side, right over 502 room. The ceiling tile out of place is kind of hanging down. To get back to this corner, this is the southwest corner. You'll see water stain up here. The tile is out of the bracket completely here. This vent is leaning down some here. In the corner up here, ceiling tiles out of place. Some minor staining right here by the vent. And now we're back up top looking at the AC leak. And you can see the water dripping right up here. Okay. Just past that, another stain in the ceiling tile. Right over this cabinet. This southeast corner looks pretty good until you back up some. You see some more minor staining here and here. Some scratches in the ceiling tile. Ceiling tiles out of the bracket here. We're passing by room 504. Look up, make sure you notice that all the electronics are in place. And then we're getting back over here to the north east corner of the interior, okay? We're gonna start going into the classrooms now. We're gonna start over here on the left side. Our first classroom is room 501. As we go in, you're gonna notice there's scratches here on the door. The transition piece here is pushed up a little bit in the corner. The tile here is cracked across. I'm gonna go in now, look at the interior of the room. As always, first thing we're gonna do is look behind the door. As I close the door, if you're looking here, you see that the bracket here, the plate is damaged. There's a screw missing. The back side of the door looks okay. You'll see that the cover's in place, but this glass here is severely scratched all the way down, most of the way down. You also see scratches here, chips here in in the frame. Starting here, we're going to go around the room, floor, wall, and ceiling. In that corner, right behind the door, you'll see how the tile here is separated. We're going to go around and look in the at the floor. We're going counterclockwise. The floor is dirty or scratched, but it's not serious. You see big wear areas. We're now up here at the north east corner. You'll see a crack here in the tile. Long scratch. Maybe it's a pencil mark, I can't tell, but I want to show it to you. This is the north wall area. This is the northwest corner of the floor. Again, in the middle of the floor, you see how dirty and scratched up it is. Over here on this west side, you see some light areas for scratches. We're coming to the southwest corner. And in most of these rooms, you'll see the same thing. You'll see the ceramic tile where it meets the vinyl tile. Here in the corner, there's some damage to the transition piece. You'll also see cracks here in the tile. Okay. We're now on the south wall. There's some minor cracking back here. They actually rolled the rug up. So we're back now to the southeast corner. And look at the walls. You've seen the door. We're gonna go counterclockwise. All looks pretty good in this room. On the cabinet here, you see some minor chipping here, the Formica. The AC unit looks pretty good, it's running. Notice down here at the bottom, this drawer, the coating on the top and the side is missing. This is your north wall corner. Whiteboard looks pretty good. Your Epson projector is in place, looks good. And this is your northwest corner. The TV's in place. Your west wall. Cabinets look good. We're now here coming to the southwest corner. Your blinds are good. No issues I can see. They're all in place. Your door, your exterior door. A couple minor scratches here above the handle. Overall looks pretty good. Southwest corner. And this is your south wall. All looks good. And now we're going to look at our ceiling. Right above the door, you see some ceiling tile that's out of place, out of the bracket. Other ones have the same little problem here. Not bad. Just out of the bracket a little bit. In the northeast corner, see the ceiling tile here is out of the bracket. You've got a couple holes, like a hole right here in the ceiling tile on your north wall. As we pass by the Epson projector, the ceiling tile here is drooping severely. You got some minor scratches like right here, but no big issue. We'll look around, you see all three of the electronics are in the ceiling, no problem. Nothing's missing. Again, you see some minor stuff where the ceiling tile is a little bit out of place, but that's pretty much it. A little hole here in the ceiling tile right by the sensor. Sit right there. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to close this door and go to our next room. Our next room is room 502. Looking down here, right, as you go into the floor, You'll see cracks here going across the tile. I'm gonna come in and look right here at the door edge. You'll see chipping. Okay. If you come into the room looking at the outside of the door, there's some minor scratches around the glass, but the glass is intact. As you start closing the door, we'll see here on the edges, there's chipping here. And we'll close the door. See what's behind it. Up top looks good. That door didn't close good. Let's try it again. Make sure it's okay. It does. It closes correctly. And let's go again on the floor. Counterclockwise going to our left, looking at the floor. This is your north wall area. In the corner back here, this is your northwest corner. There's usually issues in these transitions. So you'll see again the ceramic tile versus the vinyl tile. The vinyl tile's already been replaced. There's some minor damage here in the corner. And then this lighter vinyl tile has cracks in it right here going along the edge. Okay, round back there looks good. We'll continue walking around the room. Okay, we got another problem here. I can see the floor. The floor is wet. There's water on the floor. There's a leak coming from somewhere. We're going to stop recording, get to our superintendent, and come back and start recording. So we just talked to Kyle, the superintendent. He's aware of this now. He's addressing this, but I want to make sure I show you how much water is in here and where it's coming from. This floor here, this is the southeast corner of the room where the cabinets are. And you'll see all this water here, all over here, all back here to the south wall. All this is wet. Okay. We're gonna come back and we'll show you where the leak is and all that later. We're gonna finish the floor area and we'll circle back around. You're in the southeast corner now. And in the southeast corner, water's back here as well. Lots of water. You can see how I move the stick here, the water's splashing. Okay. So now back to the wet area. This is the southeast corner. And this corner itself is dry, but all the water's over here on this east wall. See all the water here. In the corner, right by the cabinet, this towel is kind of pushed up a little bit. It is wet back here. And now we're back to the door. This is the north east corner. We're gonna look at the walls now. Again, going counterclockwise, phones in place. This is the north wall, looks pretty good. Posting with the cork board is in place. This is the northwest corner. You'll see here on the door, the cover is missing. Some minor scraping here toward the bottom. This is the west wall. Blinds are all in place. Now you see over here on this west side, the large monitors have been stored over here, so we can't get to all that. We look around, there's 4 monitors in here. On this west wall, the cork board looks pretty good. There's cabinets over here. Looking at the cabinets, they all look pretty good so far. This is the southwest corner. It's pretty good. And this is the south wall where the whiteboard is. If you notice up here, there is no Epson projector in place. And now we're to the problem child here. This is the southeast corner, okay? We're gonna start looking here, and again, the floor is wet. The cabinet here looks pretty good, but as you start going around, you will notice that the cabinet underneath the air conditioner here is severely damaged. The formica is just falling off around here, it's severely damaged. It's cracked all on the inside. The door is completely missing. Looking down below that, this area here is wet. Formica is damaged. Okay, minor chipping. The cabinets look good. I don't normally do this. Let's look inside the cabinets, make sure they haven't been damaged. So far, they look pretty good. The water's just on top. They are, wait a minute. Okay, it's dry. They are addressing this right now. But again, if you look down at the cabinet here, you see the cabinet corners is swollen. Here, again, it's severely damaged at the bottom and across the bottom. You look up at the cabinet, you see it's leaking. You look straight up, you're gonna find that leak. That leak is, see right here is a leak, water coming out. Across here, root, there's a drip right there, just came out. The cabinets look good, but all this area here is, again, is all wet right by the sink. The next counter right below, cabinet below the sink, you see the bottom is damaged. Inside's not wet yet. Okay. We want to give you a good view of this area, how it's damaged. Again, no one started working in here yet at all. Okay. This is our east wall. Wall itself looks good. We're now going to transition to the ceiling area. Here, starting at the northeast corner, circling around. Ceiling looks pretty good. No real issues at all. The only issues I see really are over the door. The ceiling towel out of place. On that west side, you see some more ceiling towels out of place. How they're hanging down, several. Looking back at the south wall area, you'll see this bracket is bent. There's a stain right here on the south wall above the whiteboard and caulkboard up there. Looking back now here at the south east corner, ceiling tiles out of place. Our air conditioner running units. All of our electronics are up top in place, and that's it for this room. Okay. I want to reiterate again what room this is with the air conditioning problem. This is room 502. Okay. We're now going to go across the hall here and go in the last two rooms on this part of the building, room 504. Below 504, we saw the wall earlier, but I will point out in detail, you've got some, looks like some tape may have come off here and there's some either tape residue or it pulled the paint off. Around the frame of the door, looks pretty good. There's some minor scratches here on the left side, paint chipping on the left side. If you look down as you go in the door, the lighter colored from vinyl tile is damaged. The door itself looks pretty good. You got some scratches on toward the bottom down here. Let's look up here in this corner too, please. Up here in the corner, you'll see here some paint chipping and some minor damage here in the very corner of the door. Also around here, you'll see some paint chipping here around the frame. Let's close this door and see what's up. Back side of the door looks pretty good. There's some some tape residue, glue residue. At the bottom, you see a minor little chip here, but overall, it's pretty good. Okay. At the floor, we're going to start here, going counterclockwise on the floor. We're walking to the south, looking at the west side of the room. Southwest corner. Back behind here on the south side, south corner, you got some damage to the tile. It's old, you see it's been waxed over here. This is below the whiteboard, below the Epson projector. This is the east wall. Center of the floor looks good. It's dirty and it's scratched up, but it's not anything severe. We're here now in the northeast corner. ceramic tile. You see a chip here in the corner. The threshold is slightly damaged on both sides. This is your north wall area, the part of the room. The back of the door, we're going to look at the walls now, going counterclockwise. All the kids' stuff here is stored, looks good, no issues. If you get to the air conditioning unit and other cabinets, you notice on the cabinet it's minor chipping here in the Formica. Up top looks good. This room is warm. I don't understand. I hear the fan blowing, but the room is warm. Okay. Looking at the bottom here, you'll see that there's chipping in the Formica here, here, here. This door here shows that it's coming off. I'm going to open it a little bit. It's stuck, but you see right here, this is how it's pulling off. The other two here, it's missing. The top you see is missing here. Handle missing. Also, still on the countertop here, you see there's the caulk here is pulled apart from the next cabinet. This is the south wall. You note here how the if I can stick it back on. No, it's coming off. You see how it's all flipped? This is the glue side, how it's flipped over. It's coming off. Have some projectors in place. This is your southeast corner where the TV is. Looks good. Again, we can't get back there good because of the stuff stored, all the tables are stored, but looks pretty good. Coming over here to the north east corner, all the blinds look good. Looking at the door, the exterior door, you'll notice there's some paint chipping here. There's a dent right there. Everything else looks good. And turn into your north wall. Something goes, there's a cover missing up here, maybe a clock or something, a cover missing. There is no clock in the room, so I'm assuming that's what goes there. We're back here. You notice there's some staining down here below the phone. Let's look at the ceiling now. Overall, ceiling looks good. Your electronic devices are in place. There's hardly any tiles pushed up at all. Looks good in here. But I want to reiterate, you see up here how this is blowing, but the room is warm. Up top here behind the Epson projector, there's a stain right here. And you got to zoom in tight, but there's some ceiling tile damage right here also. Other than that, room looks good. I'm going to back out of here and show you the room overall and go to our next room. We're now going to go in the last room on this part of building 4503. Look down first. There's a couple things I want to show you here. The tile here on the inside is broken. Okay. Look at the door. You've got some chipping around the door edge. As you turn around, look at the door edge here. You see the same thing. You'll see chipping here. On the front of the door, the exterior of the door, you'll see scratches, paint chips. There's a big, this is not just paint, this is deep into the door. This is really deep into the door. Wood's missing, paint chipping. And then as we look up here, look behind the door, you're gonna notice up top that the cover is missing. Other than that, looks pretty good. We're gonna start here going counterclockwise on the floor. This is your south wall. We're coming up to your southeast corner. very minor issue right here of the door. This is your east wall, your east part of the room. In the middle of the room, it looks good. You have some, it's a little bit more severe. You can actually feel these severe scrapes here in the tile. And this whole corner here is just covered with equipment, chairs, tables, etc. So we can't get back there to see it. We do here, this is the north wall. This is the northeast corner, and this is the north wall we're looking at now. And you see that you have a carpet. Carpet's dirty, no severe stains. There's some tape stuck here to the carpet. Your north wall, right here in the center, below the whiteboard, is I think that's gum or something there, so it's no big deal. Going over to your northwest corner, it's pretty good. There is, however, some damage here right in the center of the tile. Okay, we're going to go on the walls now. This is the southwest corner. We're going to go counterclockwise, looking at the walls. Again, I noticed this mount here, and there's nothing attached to it. Also, there is no, you look on both sides, there's no projector in place at all. This is your southeast corner. Looks pretty good. Glass looks good. We saw the glass on the outside. We can't see all the blinds because they're all pulled over. We can't pull them back out, but from here it looks pretty good. The east wall, again, is covered with furniture. That's the northeast corner. Looking at the north wall there, the whiteboard looks good. Again, there's no projector in place. Let's go over here. This is the northwest corner where the air conditioning is and the cabinets. No leak in this room, thank goodness. Cabinets look pretty good. Some minor chipping here on top. As we go across though, top looks good, but the bottom has some issues. You'll see here, the chipping here at the bottom of the cabinet below the sink. Again, this is the west wall. And then we're back now to the door. We're going to hit the ceilings. For the most part, the ceilings look pretty good. No issues. Looking at the northeast corner, there is a light out in this corner. The ceiling tiles are pushed up just a little bit, but it's very, very minor. Your north wall, north area, your classroom looks good. Your northwest side looks good. And over here by the air conditioning, there is a stain. This is right above the sink area. A stain here and a small ceiling stain, moisture stain right there. Okay. It's going to conclude the interior of this room. Also going to conclude the entire north part of Building 4, exterior and interior. We'll now go outside, walk around, and go to the other half, or the south part of Building 4. We're now on the outside of the second, or the south part of Building 4. See the 400 there, how the 4 is messed up. Now you see some letters here on the outside are missing. If showing you the door, we're going to go inside now. If we go inside, you'll see how the door is scratched up here, the paint chipping on the edge. A little bit of chipping right here also. We go inside now and turn around. And as always, look at the doors first. On the right side here, you'll see that it all looks good. No real issues. On the left side though, however, looking up top first, you'll notice that the cover is missing. You'll notice also you got weather stripping here that's missing. It's broken off. Looking down. Now this, let's open both these doors. Let me show you this. So you've got a crack here in the tile, right through the middle of the tile. Okay. Or is that tape? That could be tape. But right here on the outside, you've seen they've poured concrete here to hold the tile in place. There's a tile missing here. And again, you've got concrete here. The concrete is chipped up and broken, and you've got some tiles missing here at the door. Okay. Again, in this area, we're going to look at all things together, the floor, walls, and ceiling. On the floor, on the right side, you're going to notice that same crack we had on the other side, or that same issue. See how over here you've got caulk in place. Caulking in place, or grout, one of the two. And here, all that's missing, this long area here, that's probably about a little over 3 foot long. Top looks good. There's one ceiling tile out of place and there's a hole in it. The tile and the bracket both have a hole in it. You've got your bathrooms on both sides. We'll look inside there in a second. Left side, boys' bathroom is 405A. Okay. Door looks good. You notice here that, well, that's nothing. It's just they reapplied another frame on here. That's all. Okay. Let's go inside. Lights on. The door looks good going in. The cover's missing here on the door actuator, door closing mechanism. Floor looks good. Walls look good. Toilet looks good. Your sink, door, everything looks pretty good. Paper dispenser's in place. The mirror is really dirty and old, but it's not broken. We're now going to 405B. You see again the G and the L is off. Just put this off here because it's in the way. Door looks good. Up top here, everything looks good. But in the middle, you've got some things on here. It looks like they pulled it off and pulled the paint with it. So there's a big paint area missing. Overall looks good. Some staining on the floor in the back, and there's some issue with this toilet seat, but it's not broken. The rest of the room looks pretty good. Ceiling looks good, walls, paper dispenser, mirror, all looks good. We're now about to go into the big foyer area of the building. I'm going to start here looking at the door. Door surrounding area looks really good, no issues. Floor, windows, all the glass looks good. No issues there. Up top here, you see the covers missing on the mechanical arm for the door. Looking back, looks good. We're going to start in the middle and go around on the floor. You see the tile, small ceramic tile, then there's two different colors of vinyl tile. We're going to go left, which is counterclockwise, looking at the floor. Looking at the south wall area. That's the south this is your back wall here area. We're going counterclockwise. This floor has been polished. You see in the middle here, there's some separation in the tile, but there's wax over. It's been waxed over several times, obviously. Passing by room 404 and 403. This is your north wall area. Standing there on the floor, right by 403. In the corner here, this is your northwest corner, and all looks good. I'm gonna go to the walls, starting in that corner. This is your northwest corner, going counterclockwise. Your cabinets over here in the southwest corner. You'll notice here that the Formica's off. This cabinet here is not even. See how the crack is bigger here? Spacing is bigger as the top. The handles are in place. Sink area looks good. Right here in this corner, there's some cracking here, right all the way down. Can you see it, Ryan? Looking to the south now. South wall looks good. So you're in the southeast corner. Over here, you'll notice that again the Formica is off on both sides. Formica's off the edges. The counters look good, the blinds look good. Your back wall here. See, these things stand out. See how this side is nice and dark, and you can see how the Formica has been peeled off on the top of these drawers. Countertop looks good, the cabinets look good. Here's a scratch right here, and it's broken. Going up here, you see how it's broken right there? All this is broken. Returning now, this is your northeast corner. And your northwest corner again. Look at the ceiling now. Going around, so far it looks pretty good. Right here, over 402, over 402, there's a minor crack right here. Very minor. Back here in the corner, this is your southeast corner. You see this tile here is hanging down severely. East wall. Right here, I didn't notice this earlier, but right here over this breaker box, you'll see how there's crack here and the paint is chipping over the breaker box. Electronics up top are in place, all looks good. We've got, I'm gonna go in the 4 classrooms now and see what we see. Our first classroom, I'm gonna get to here, is 401. Looking at the door first. You'll notice over here, Brian, in the edge of the door, you've got lots of scraping. At the bottom here, this transition piece is a little bit loose. Inside the door looks pretty good. Back side of the door, you can paint it. That paint is that paper. I guess it's paint. It's wallpaper or something. You will see some scratches here around the frame of the glass, but the glasses looks good. We go to the floor now. Going counterclockwise again. You see here where let's go back over here in this corner, where the vinyl tile meets the ceramic tile. There's a break here, cracks here in the tile, edge is damaged. More minor cracking here. More cracking across the threshold here on the vinyl tile. Going all the way across. And back here, you just notice that there's some little tiles missing. These have all been replaced, obviously. Underneath the cabinets, you'll see different kinds of vinyl tile. See, it's just hanging there. More cracking here on the outside. That's your northwest corner. We're now going to look at the west wall area. Over here in the back, this is the southwest corner. You'll see there in the back, there's that roach just flew with it. There's some crack here in the tile, the bottom. By the door here in the southwest corner. Looks good. You've got some smaller rooms in here that we're going to go in just a second before we finish. That's your southeast corner. East wall. Back to the door. We're going to go do the walls now. Again, going counterclockwise. That's your north wall. Your cabinets, countertops, all looks good. No real issues. Northwest corner. Notice there is no Epson projector in this room. Southwest corner. Blinds look good. You know, the door here, the cover's missing on the control arm. Door looks good. There's a little bit of damage on the bottom of the door at the weather stripping. South wall. Brightness. We'll get back to this when we look at the door. Okay, we're good. The east wall. Again, it's blocked by furniture. Some of it is. And now we're going to go again to the ceiling area, starting at the northeast corner, going counterclockwise, looking at the cabinet area by the air condition. You know, right here is very minor, but you see the ceiling tiles hanging down a little bit here. Overall, I don't see any stains yet. So overall, it looks pretty good. We got two rooms back here in the back we're going to look into now. The first room here is 401A. This is on the south side of the building. Minor paint chipping at the bottom. Up top here, they've got, I guess this is some kind of a foam board or something put in place. And this room is locked. Okay, another room back here in the corner. I believe this is the bathroom, 401B. Same thing here. Foam cord. Bottom looks good. It's a bathroom here. Walk around inside. Overall, looks pretty good. I don't see any issue on the floor, ceiling, toilet, everything's in place. Back to the door. We're not going to go to room 402. Right? You're going to notice, first of all, if you look down, there's a chip here in the towel going into that room. Look at the door here. You see that the door inside edge is scratched up pretty bad. Also, they've moved the bracket from the behind the door to the back side of the door. We'll see it when we get there. Up top looks good. The frame looks good. Very minor scratches here. We come in, look at the back side of this room, back side of the door. I'm going to notice here all the scratches here on the inside. Door's got scratches on it, quite a few all over the door. You'll see some damage right here between the middle and the top hinge. You'll also see, just some paper, you'll see how they have put the hinge on the inside of the door. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with the floor and go counterclockwise. On the floor, you're going to see there's a hole here in the tile. That's the north west corner. See the tile below the faucet looks pretty good. No issues. Here on the south part of the room, here in the southeast corner, and this is the east side of the room. You see a large rug. It's dirty, but no severe staining. In the middle of the room here to your left, you'll see that it's just all the table and chairs are all still in place. So we're now back here next to the sink area. You'll see the cracks here in the vinyl tile. All across here, more cracks in the vinyl tile. All across, and there's more severe cracks here in the vinyl tile. And then as you get around the corner, this this transition piece is completely missing. We're going to start going, continue counterclockwise. This is your west wall. Looks good, clock's in place. This is your southwest corner. It's all your south wall. Look in those rooms and those doors more closely when we get to them. This is your southeast corner. Look at this door here. Door looks good. Your slats look good. There's something hanging here. It's an electronic device. Won't touch it, but it's hanging here in the corner. This is your east wall. White boards in place. There's something hanging down here. Looks like just some tape maybe. No, it's not tape. This is a cable of some kind, I believe. Yeah, some cable that's just kind of come down. It's not damaged. It's just was held up by tape. Your Epson projector's in place. You're at your northeast corner where all the cabinets are. Look to be in pretty good condition. I want to show you a couple things here. Formica here is broken, missing. In front of here, this is a little refrigerator, I believe. Yep. And you see the handle is broken. Up top here, starting to separate. Your backsplash and your countertop is separating. We're now going to go to our ceiling area. We're going to just circle the ceiling area. There's some very, very minor stuff on the ceiling area. You're going to see the little ceiling tile pushed out by the clock. Ceiling tile over here by one of the doors on the south wall is pushed up a little bit. The only thing I saw that I need to report is over here by the air condition. When my cameraman gets over here. So right in front of the air conditioner, you've got two tiles. We're going to look to the left of the tile, but the light. See how the tile is white and flat? These tiles here are bowed. Both of these tiles are bowed here and sagging in the middle of the air conditioner. And then on the side of the air conditioner over here, you've got a stain. Now this stain has been marked. It says 9/26/23. So it's been marked. They know about that. And then right here in this corner above the stove, you'll notice right there is a crack in the block. So now we're going to go in the back here. You've got two rooms. One's a bathroom, one's a storage room. The storage room, as you can see from just walking up to it, is completely full. Here, the lights on. It's a small storage room. Look down at the bottom, there's not really a good threshold. There's a very mild threshold here, but it looks pretty good. The door itself has a handle that just came off. I'll put it back up here. It's got a magnet on it. Looking up top, you're going to notice there's a ceiling tile pushed up. Around the top looks good. But again, you can just see there's just packed full of stuff. We'll take a closer look at this door before we close it. The door does have some, starting up top here, you see some minor chips, tape residue, etc. Okay. Our second room is a restroom, room 402B. Okay. Up top here, you're going to see paint chip. There's damage here to the door at the bottom. Look down here and you'll see there's a very minor issue here in the tile, but it's very, very minor. In the back on the floor, you see the tile is actually broken here, and it's broken over here on this wall as well. The back side of the door looks good, no issue, but the door stop is missing here. So that should take care of this room. Our next room is 404, okay? Looking around the frame, got some very minor chips on the paint here on both sides. Look this way, you'll see them here also around there. Looking at the door, this is like a little split right here. Another split here, above and below the bracket. On the floor as you go in, you'll see that the tile is cracked here. Looking at the front of the door, looks pretty good. There's some minor minor scratches on it here, but there is some damage here across in that corner. Looking at the rest of the frame looks pretty good. Some scratches here on this side, but no big deal. Let's look behind the door. Again, minor scratches, minor chips, paint chips, nothing serious. We're now going to look at the floor area. We're going to go counterclockwise again. That's looking at your east wall now. The north wall area, the rug's been removed, it's just dirty there. When you look over to your west, you'll see how all the chairs and tables are stacked in the way we can't really see what's back there, but from what we can see, it looks pretty good. Middle of the floor looks pretty good. Looking over again at your west wall. In the corner, this is the southwest corner of the building, you'll see your transition piece here is broken. Then you see again cracking here in the vinyl tile across the front of the door. This is your south wall area we're looking at now. Looks good. And we're back to the southeast corner. Wall looks pretty good. You get here to the cabinet, you see a break here in the formica on the corner. On the edge, the formica is missing. Up top looks good. All the handles are in place. You'll notice that this back door is taped shut. You also notice that the caulking here has come out and this is separated from the countertop and the backsplash. In the corner here also, you just see how the framing for the this board here is off. Your Epson projector's in place. Whiteboard looks good. Northeast corner looks good. North wall. The blinds look good. Let's look at this corner over here. The door itself looks pretty good. At the bottom, this is in the northwest corner. See the scratches across the bottom of the door here. The west wall. And now we're back to the south wall. Up top, the ceiling, you'll see some damage here to the ceiling tiles. This one's bowed in and falling down. This one here is both of these are falling out, have fallen out of the bracket. Up top here by on your east wall side, you see the frame is damaged. There's a hole here. This tile's broken and it's hanging down. The next tile over the Epson projector is hanging down also out of the bracket. In the northeast corner, little bracket damage there also, the tile's hanging down. And that's all I can see for the tile in this room. Again, backing out, showing you the overall view of the room. We'll go to our fourth and final room in this building. Now this building here, the room is 403. Look down first, you'll notice, we showed it to you earlier, but right at the door you see the stains here. There's a crack here in the corner. Okay, we'll look at the frame of the door, looks pretty good. But as we go inside and look at the front of the door, outside of the door, you see the minor chipping, but you see some chipping, paint chipping here, scratches across the lower part by the window. And then On the edge of the door, you'll see some paint chipping as well. Up top, paint's all rubbed off. And the back side of the door shows a lot of paint missing where it looks like they pulled tape off the door and it's just pulled the paint with it. Now this door didn't close. Let's try to make sure it closes correctly. It does. Okay. Looking at the floor, we'll go counterclockwise again. That is our east side of the building. Here at the corner, this is the northeast corner. You'll see there's a crack here in the vinyl tile. Okay, this is our north wall. Only see so much on this north side because of the furniture that's stored, but it looks pretty good from what I can see. The rug has been pushed in place here. We can't see the rug on the floor, but you see how dirty it is, so just showing you that. It's your west wall. Over here by the west wall, this is the southwest corner. You see some crack in the tile. Let's just move this rug back again to be safe a little bit. So there's more cracking. You see cracking here and across there in the tile below the whiteboard. It's your south wall area. Look back here, Brian, please. You see here, this is severely scratched and worn. It's really dirty in this area. We also have some cracking here in the vinyl tile. And now we'll go look around the room. This is the southwest corner. I'm sorry, that's the southeast corner. This is the east wall. Looking at your northeast corner. Up here you notice that the door cover plate is missing on the mechanics up there. This is your north wall. Your northwest corner coming up. Let me look at this for a second. This is, okay, it's just dirty, stained. I want to show back here, please. You're gonna notice also there's lots of scratches. These aren't breaks, these are like pencil marks maybe, but all back here. There's no damage. Looking at your far west wall where the Epson projector is, looks good. Your southwest corner, where your cabinets are. Air conditioning unit, no real issues. Handles are in place. And now this is your south wall. We'll then go to the ceiling, starting here in the southeast corner. That one, look at that one over the door. Over the door, you've got one ceiling tile that's coming down a little bit out of the bracket. Other than that, though, the room looks really good. And again, I want to show one more thing that I've shown you before here. Right in front of the AC unit, these two, in this case, 3 tiles here, all 3 have a belly on them. Okay, you see how it's dipped down, all 3 of these. All right, now this is going to conclude, we've done both the interior and exterior of both the north side of building 4 and the south section of building 4. So it's going to conclude this building, this room, this whole section. I'm going to now go to our next building. We're now ready to start on building number 3. This is the exterior documentation first. We're at the northwest corner of the building. You see those 2 security gates there. Down below, this is between building 2 and building 3. A very large crack here running north and south. Okay. The gates look good. The building looks good. We're going to walk around, not only showing the buildings, we're going to show you there's a walkway area here, and it's a drive area out there. We're going to breeze over the drive area because there's not many people going to be walking or driving over there at all. We will definitely show you the cracks on the sidewalk if anything's wrong here in this entire area. Okay. So backing up, look down, you'll notice there's a very large crack here running east and west, which goes right toward the double security gates. We're walking now to the south, looking all around us, up, down, and around. We'll notice here another crack in the sidewalk area. You've got some hedges here. Let's look back over here for a second. By the building, you've got a drain. The drain is pretty deep down here, but you see it's if you look down in here, if you can see in there, that drain is holding water. Okay, the building looks good. No issues, security cameras in place. We go back out to the sidewalk area. Looking around up top, everything looks good out here. Sidewalk definitely has some cracks in it. See one here, over here on this yellow line. Big crack running east and west. As I'm out here by the drive area where the parents come by and, for loading and unloading, you'll notice that the car speed bumps are damaged, loose. Again, this is not part of the scope area, but since we're out here, we'll just show you this. Where the cars come in from the street, all this area looks pretty good. As we continue to walk down on this walk area, looking at the walk area and the building, I'm going to show you the outside edges here have chips along the sidewalk and much bigger chips in the sidewalk right here and cracks. Let's look back at the building now. Again, we're looking east at the west side of building 3. A couple windows. Windows look good. No breaks that I can see, no cracks. We're now coming to the edge. There's some gates there that are open. We're not going back over there. We're going to turn now and start walking toward the east. Look at the back side of the south side of building 3. On the ground here, you see the crack in the sidewalk. The security gate here is good. There's no kids here, so we were able to prop this open. As we come in, looking down, you'll notice right below the gate, there's breakage here in the sidewalk. There's a fence here on the right side, which is the south side. This fence has been pushed in a little bit, but it's not bad. Everything else looks really good. The wall here for the south side of building 3 looks good. No issues. And we're walking we're walking east, looking at the south side of the building. Our first opening we're going to get to here is the exterior door for one of the rooms. The classroom number is 302. Now, we're going to stay here for a second and show you something. You got the door. The door looks good, no real issues there. You've got 4 pieces of glass. On the bottom glass here on the left side, you'll see a break in the glass. Is this a break or just glue or something? Let's see. I can't feel it. It may be some glue or something from the inside, but it's a black line. Can you see it okay? The black line here going down. It looks like a crack, but it may not be. I want to make sure I show it to you. Okay. Everything else looks pretty good. The sidewalk looks good. I'm going to pan out now to our right to the south and just show you this area. This is a bicycle holding area. There's nobody going to be over here at all, but I just wanted to show it to you. It looks pretty good. You got some grassy area here, and then the far back fence at the south end of the property. Okay. Again, still walking toward the east, looking north at the south side of the building, building 3. Room number is 301. Door looks good. The glass looks good. Sidewalk looks good. You got a break here in the sidewalk as you get toward the corner. And then now this is the southeast corner of building 3. So right across from us is building 4, okay? So you look down, we've already walked this area coming around 4. We're gonna pay attention mostly now to look to the west, look at the east side of building 3. You're walking north, looking west at the east side of building 3. As we get closer to the middle part, we're going to see the crack that we showed you earlier here next to 4, between 3 and 4. Looking over here closely, we've got 2 water fountains. They're in good condition. They're both on. See the green lights are both on. Up top looks good. We're going to look at our doors here just kind of carefully, closely, not closely, just casually. And then as we come back and take more detail and look at them, you see stuff here already. We'll show that better on the way around when we come back. Everything looks good. No issues at all. Now coming up to the northeast corner, building 3. Now we're going to turn. We're going to look down first. We're going to walk now between building 3 and building 2. 3 is on the left, 2 on the right. This is the walkway here. We're going to show this walkway here, starting out in the main walkway. You see a crack running east to west, and we get into the sidewalk between 2 and 3. You see a long crack in the sidewalk going from 3 to 2. Another one, just like it. 3 looks good, building looks good. No breaks in the building. Communication box is good, the conduit looks good. Coming up to another room exit, exterior door. Room number is 302, I'm sorry, 303, 303. Door looks good, glass, sidewalk all looks good. Our next room, before we get there, you see the crack running from between 2 and 3. If we look to 3, the classroom number is 304. 304. No issues. Now we're walking to the very end. You see, looking at the sidewalk area here, there's cracks in it, but the drain, this overhead walkway cover, it looks good. The lights all look good, no issues whatsoever. Some more cracks here as we get to the double gates. We can make the building looks good. The fence has some minor damage at the very top. Something has been bent over. Overall, it's in good condition. And this is the inside of the gates where we started. We started the outside of the gate. The gate, make sure it works okay. Gate works okay. At the bottom of the gate, at the opening here, you'll notice there's a break here in the sidewalk. Other than that, all looks good. It's the exterior of building 3. We're now going to go to the interior of building 3. Ready to go to do the interior of building 3. The entrance number is 300. Looking at the outside of the door, looks pretty good. No real issues on the very outside. As I mentioned earlier when I show you this part here, this is a lot of scrub marks and here on the middle by the handle and down toward the bottom. Same here. Scratches there. Outside looks good, no issues at all. Both doors outside looks good. Then come on the inside, you'll see that both of the covers are in place. Look now, the tile, you see some tiles been replaced here, and you see a tile missing. And you see how they poured the concrete in here? The concrete's missing right here in the corner. So for this area, as usual, we're gonna do the entire floor, wall, and ceiling in this area. One thing I want to show you here is up here in the ceiling, above the fire extinguisher, is a small moisture stain and a hole. Okay, you've got 2 bathrooms, boys and girls. Boys are first this time again. All looks good up top. As you come in, behind the door looks good. Up top, cover missing, and you got the screw here. Okay, you see it's really, really loose. I can't tighten it up, not a little bit. But it's really loose, and it's coming off. Inside the bathroom, all looks good. You notice that the soap dispenser is broken. Everything else looks pretty good. I go across the hall now to the girls' bathroom, 305B. See, the letters are missing. Looking at the door, it looks good. Behind the door, looks good. No real issues I can see. I do see one issue. I want to show you this other bathroom over here, the other toilet. The cover for the toilet paper dispenser is missing. Everything else looks pretty good. And now we're going to go inside the main middle area for this building. Before we go through the door, we're going to show you the door. No issues, glass looks good. The opening number is 305. Cover's missing. Flag's missing. Flag holder, and it's really loose. Okay. Let's look at the floor and go counterclockwise. Lots of furniture piled up in here. We can't really get to that part of the floor. We're going to go counterclockwise. Around the room. Right here, there's a kind of a scratch here in the floor, right by room 304. This is your west wall. This should be your north. Make sure. That's the northwest corner. This is the actual west wall area. That's part of the room. You see some severe wear damage here on the south side. That's your south east corner. Let's go to the wall area. Going around the wall area looks good. Your east wall. Looking at your north, oh man, that's the north wall. Dang. That's your north wall. We're now in the northwest corner. Now this is, I want to show you, this is right by room 304 up top here by the vent. There's a severe break here. This corner right by this cabinet. Look at the cabinet itself. Cabinet has lots of, it feels like glue residue, but it's all over the cabinet on both sides. All down here. Look in the corner and you see how the Formica here is off in this piece and it's coming off. Oop, touched it, fell off. Just barely touched it. I'll show you, it's breaking. There's a couple minor chips back here in the back. The blinds look good. This is your west wall. So here, same thing, look at this. See how you can see down the Formica's off the drawer tops? See the glue residue? This one here is damaged. It's like maybe water damage. You see how it's cracked, split. The Formica's off of it. The bottom here also you'll see the chip. And you see how it's not even, it's not closing correctly. Scratch. Here also, this is being held closed with the zip ties. And this is your southwest corner. Same thing, you'll notice the Formica's missing off the corners here. This is your southwest corner. The breaker boxes are. South wall. Passing by room 302 and 301. We're now going to go and look at the ceiling. It's going counterclockwise again. No real issues that I can see. Looking at now we're all the way back over here to the west side. This is the southwest corner. There's a lot of stuff we got to show you back here, quite a bit. Let's look right here, right by these cabinets. Above you got a nice small hole here. Again, you're going to see the ceiling tile dropping down out of the bracket. Spacing here, hole over the cabinets, cracking, large break. This whole ceiling tile is bowed down. You see here how it's bowed down. All this area here, all the damage. The ceiling tile here is coming out of the bracket. The bracket is falling down. This is all here on the west side of the room. Okay. This is your south. This is your south wall. And right above you, right here, Brian, by this light, you're going to notice also, you're going to see the same thing, how the ceiling tile is falling, it's coming out of the bracket. So now we're going to go into our room. We got 4 rooms to do here. The first room is 303. Looking down first, you go in, some minor cracking here, right by the threshold, and the lighter colored tile. Looking at the door. Overall, it's pretty good. You've got some minor paint chips and paint and stuff on here, but scratches, but nothing severe. Again, just some minor chipping of the paint. Back side of the door. Before I close it, you can see right here how again, some paint chipping. The top, the round chip of paint. There's actually some damage here below the handle. And we're going to now look at the floor, again going counterclockwise. Looking at the east corner, southeast corner. Looking at now the northeast corner. The north wall area, you see the wall area is covered by equipment. Floor is dirty, no major scratches. Over here is your north wall. By the north door, northwest corner of the building. This door is not closing completely. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's secure, but it's not sealing back here. Okay. Northwest corner. West wall area. We'll look at the walls now. Counterclockwise. That's your south. I'm sorry, that's your south wall. Your south east corner. Your west wall. North. You gotta turn around these buildings. This is the northeast corner, and this is the north side walls. Blinds look good. The door missing here in the northwest corner. The cover's missing. I may have misspoken on some of my directions because I'm inside a building and you get kind of turned around, but I do know that that is the west wall. Look at our ceiling. You got a ceiling tile out of place, and right here by the air condition, you're gonna see some, in the cabinet, you see some staining up top. You're gonna see some drips. Liquids run down. You see the damage here. Actually, it looks kind of bad. It doesn't feel wet, but you see it looks like, oh, I had to open this drawer. Yeah, you see up here, this is actually mildew in this area. You see on the inside of the door here how moisture's run down on the inside of the door, inside of the cabinet. This is all mildew here, and it's swollen. It's cracked all in the back. So this area here has sustained some moisture damage. Your electronic equipment is all in place. You got one tile I want to show you up here. It's loose. That's on your north wall side. That's it for this room. We'll go to our next room. Next room is 304. Look around the outside, looks pretty good. The frame looks pretty good. But right here, I want to show you this on the inside here, by this middle hinge, you're going to see damage to the door here. Door itself looks pretty good. Some minor scratches as usual. And at the bottom right here, toward the bottom. On the inside right here, you see some minor scratches. Looking at the back side, covers in place. At the bottom, you'll see some chipping here. And now I'm going to go around the room, counterclockwise. You're now looking at your east wall, east side of the building, the room. This is the northeast corner. This is the north side of the building, room. Northwest corner. The rug has been pulled up, no issues. Southwest corner. The south side. And we're going to go to the east wall now. Northeast corner. Door looks good. Glass looks good. Wait, what is this? Is that a BB or something? No, it's nothing. It's not a breaking thing. It's just something defective of some kind. Blinds look good. Now again, this is the northwest corner. Again, you can't see much of the wall area because all the stuff is stored, but it looks good. West wall, Epson projectors in place. Southwest corner. See your cabinets there at the bottom, right? How this overlapping. It wasn't closed correctly here. See that? Up top here, same thing over the sink, same thing. Cabinets are overlapping. See the gap at the bottom, there's no gap on the top, how it's overlapping right here. And we'll go to the ceiling. Looks pretty good. Your northeast corner, northwest side of the ceiling. Looks pretty good in here. Again, these same little tiles in the middle here, right by the air conditioning, are bowing down a little bit. You see them here, all three of these. They're not bad. Our next rooms are across the hall. The first one we're going to go into is room 302. Room 302. Walk inside, the lights on. Hopefully. Lights, hello. Here we go, okay. Let's look down first. Here in the corner, as you come into the room, you'll notice there's a crack here in the red colored ceramic tile. Look at our door frame at the bottom. You can see scratches in the door. The glass is in good condition. No real issues. We'll step inside. You've got some paint peeling off the door here by the hinges. Down looks good. And we'll go and look around the floor. We're going counterclockwise in the room. That's the northwest corner of the room. Looking at the west wall area. The southwest corner of the room. This is the south side of the room. Floor. Over here in the southeast corner is the back exterior door. You'll see here there's some minor separation here in the tile, and the transition piece is a little messed up, but no real damage. Southeast corner, again that east wall you can't really see area because it's covered with the furniture and the rug and all that. We'll now go up to the wall. We're going to start at the northeast corner, going around the wall. It's the north wall. So right here on the north wall, looking at the cabinets, look at those closely. You see a lot of them are open up top here. So let's see if they work, if they close. Okay, you see how they overlap? So it's some damage here. The next cabinets, we'll check those out as well. They're open. They do close completely correctly, and the third one's open. But this one overlaps as well, does not close. You see the gap down the bottom here, and no gap up top. The bottom all look good. You know, stuff like this, you can tell the linoleum, the vinyl is off of it. This middle door here doesn't close completely. See here the coating's coming off. Just age type stuff. Up top up here, you're gonna notice the same thing. You're gonna notice how there's no laminate back here. I'm gonna open this door. We got damage in here. Let's show up top. Oh, okay. So you see the laminate's off, and it's got moisture damage here. You see cracking up here, all around there, up top. We're now looking at the wall here. That's the west wall where the Epson projector is. That's the southwest corner where the TV and the flag are. Your south wall here, your south wall has cabinets also. Look at those. They look pretty good. Very minor, adjustments needed, but okay. And this is the southeast corner. Your blinds are in place. And your east wall, the door looks good. Southeast corner looks good. East wall. We finish here. We're going to go up to the top of the ceiling. This is the northeast corner. The room looks pretty good. I didn't see any leaks so far. North wall. In front of the air conditioning units, the same thing. Those couple of tiles a little bit bowed, but they're not damaged. That's your west wall. Where are you now? Over there. That's your southwest corner. All looks good. Looks pretty good. You got a tile up here missing. Oh, not missing, I'm sorry, hanging down here in the southeast corner. Other than that, electronics are in place. Looks good. You've got another door to go into, another room. One more. This room number is 301. Looking first from the exterior, around the door on the frame, you're going to notice there's some scratching, chipping of the paint here. The baseboard, not the baseboard, the tile looks good, except in this corner. There's a little cracking here in the corner. Door itself overall looks good, just a little worn. Tape residue. See the scratches here. So I just noticed I closed the door and it didn't close. Let me see. Okay, it should close now. Should be fine. Door closes completely. We're going to look at the floor going around the room. It's your west side of the room. Now, this room has a lot of stuff in it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 large monitors. This is the corner. This is the southwest corner. Okay, by the door. Now notice there's a crack here in the tile. The transition piece is lifted up. Cracks here in the front. Can't really see this south wall because of the south floor, because it's all covered with furniture. Southeast corner, still covered with furniture, equipment. east wall area. Looks good. And this is your north wall. That's the northeast corner. And then coming up to your northwest corner where the door is. Let's look at our walls area. West wall looks pretty good. See, we're up top where the clock is missing. Southwest corner. Door looks good. I didn't show you this. Let's go back to the door again just for a second here. I meant to show you this earlier, I forgot about it. On this wall here by the door, you're gonna see a crack here in the grout line going all the way down. And then at the very bottom down here, you're gonna notice there's a big space here in this brick. Okay. So, again, this is the south wall. Southeast corner. Your east wall, Epson projectors in place, looks good. Northeast corner. Then at your cabinets in this case look really good. All I see over here is a couple of little scratches here, the chips at the bottom. Everything else looks good. That north wall. And then we will check out our ceiling area. Again, very minor stuff on the ceiling. First thing I notice here in the corner, that's the southwest corner. Ceiling tiles out of place. Your south wall looks good. South wall area. Middle of the room looks good. All your electronic devices are in place. 1, 2, 3. Yep, all in place. The back over here on the east side, all looks good. Over here on the north side, you're gonna notice on the side of the air conditioner over here, a couple stains, moisture stains here and here. You know, I'm looking at this. See how that Formica is missing right there? I'm just opening this cabinet just for the heck of it. Now see, this one looks good. Even though it's missing, there's not any mold or mildew here. So it looks good. And that's about it for this room. We're back out of here, out of the room. So we've now just completed the interior and exterior of building number 3. All right, had to take a break and rain, thank God for that, for a few minutes. We're now on the northwest corner of building number 2. We're gonna do the exterior, which includes the grounds here, the sidewalk and the fencing and just around the entire exterior of the building. We'll look back to the east now. You're gonna see the fence between building 2 and building 1, which is the main office here. The gate is in good condition. The signs are in good condition. We're going to turn around here and now walk around. We're going to walk to the west a little bit. Look at the sidewalk. You see cracks here in the sidewalk here. Big cracks in the sidewalk. The grassy area looks pretty good. No real issues at all. When we get to this outside here, out to the walkway area by where the car is parking, we're going to give you an overview of the parking lot. Again, the guys won't be parking here at all. The crews won't. Should be no traffic in here at all, but we're going to just give you an overview of what it looks like here to the west side of the school. We're going to start walking now to the south, looking at the walk area and the exterior of the building. Okay, down here first you're going to see there's a crack here through a few of the sections, 3 of the sections, ending in a break here in the sidewalk. Look back at the school here, looking back to the east at the west side of the school. Northwest corner looks good. You got a sanitary clean out here, looks good. The grass is all fine, no real issues. Another crack here in the sidewalk going east and west. We're gonna walk up closer to the school now because we're gonna got a couple of windows we need to look at. We got 2 windows They both look good. No issues. Second window looks good. Glass looks good. No issues. Your drains I see keep coming out of the little holder right here. It's just getting old and broken, but I can pop it right back inside. But you see it's broken, it's plastic. Overall, the school looks good. We're now going to come where the sidewalk is covered. The covered area looks good. Again, there's nobody should be driving over this way. But since we're out here, we'll show you all this. You've got cracks here in the sidewalk. In your first sections of the sidewalk, quite a few actually. The columns look good. Overhead looks good. Looking back at the building now, this is the southwest corner. You're going to see, I'm going to walk over here. You're going to see up top, looks like some caulk up here in a couple places. Not sure what that is. Also, let me back up a little bit too here. There's a couple of signs that are here. It says office pointing back that way, but they're worn. But again, no damage that I can see. The up top looks good. The ground looks good. See the cracks in the sidewalk. So we're coming to a point now where we're going to turn into the building. We showed you this earlier when we looked at building number 3. The big crack here right in the center. This is the southwest corner of building 2. We're going to go to. Look at it around. Look straight down, Brian. And right here, before we go in, we showed it to you when we came out earlier for building 3, but there's a big crack here. Again, there's no kids in school now, so we don't need our badges, and they've left the gate open. I'm going to turn back around, look at the back side of this gate. The gate looks good. Everything's in place. It works correctly. And now we're going to turn and start walking to the east, looking north at the south side of building 2. We came this way earlier around building 3, so we're not going to really pay too much attention to the sidewalk. We'll pay most of our attention here to the building. You got some, looks like some paint maybe right here, some little strips of paint splashed over here. You got your exterior doors. This door, room number is 202. Up top here, I'll show you that this is broken. This is the catch. The catch is right here. It is broken. Door looks good. There's a crack down below here by the window, but the glass all looks good. We're now going to the next door, which is room 201. Looks good, glass looks good. Concrete looks good. Now this is a little different. Here's your your communication box. Notice the communication box has wires coming out of it. Here. Okay. The conduit looks good. We're coming now to the southeast corner of building 2. All the columns look good up top. Nothing's leaking. All looks good. We're going to walk north now and look back to the west at the east side of building 2. The columns look good. The covering looks good. Sprinklers, everything looks good. We're coming up to the entrance here. We're going to look down. So look to your right. You see where we are. This is the library, which is, I think, is building 9, I believe. Okay, where we are. Turn around, back and look at building 2. And you'll see, looking down here in the sidewalk, you see the big cracks here that's in the sidewalk going up to the building. Walking up to the building, another crack going up to the very center of the main entrance. Looking at top. All looks good. Now, for some reason, I noticed that this has been cut. It's on both sides, here and here. Okay. No real issues here. There's a crack at the door here on the concrete, but the water fountains look good. So if you look down, there's a small walkway here going out around the building. This is where the gutter is. We've already done all this walkway over by Building 9, so we're gonna just go around there, looking back at the building here at Building 2. Another communication box looks good. In this little gutter area here, you got a couple cracks. You got one here and one right by the main sidewalk. Building 2 looks good. This is, again, walking to the north, looking west at the east side of Building 2. This is the northeast corner. So now we're going to turn. And before we turn, you see where we are. We're right by Building 1. We're going to walk through the walkway here, look over the overhead covering, the drains, the ceiling area, cover area, the sidewalks, and also the north side of Building 2. So we're walking west. We'll look back to the south and look at the north side of Building 2. With a big crack here in the middle. I'm going to walk to the end and show you the back side of this gate. And then we'll look at the last part of the building. The gate looks good, overhead looks all good, no issues. So we've got two exterior doors we're going to go look at. The walkway looks good. Here's no cracks in it that I can see so far. We've got two doors. Your first door is room 203. Overall, it's good. Glass is good. Security camera up top's in place. And the second room we're going to come to is room 204. Again, all looks good. Door, the glass, the frame, all looks good. Okay, now this is we finished the exterior of Building 2. I'm going to walk around the other side here on the east side and go inside. We're now about to enter inside Building 2. See, the 2 is missing here. Looking at the outside of the door carefully now, all looks really pretty good. I'm gonna go inside, turn around, look around. As we do, looking up top here, you see the door closer covers in place, but on this side here, the cover is missing. The door area looks good. Looking down the tile, there's some tiles missing here. As always, in this area, we're going to do the wall, ceiling, and floor together. But you'll look down the right side here, which is the north side. You'll see the tile's been changed out, and there's some minor damage, cracks in the tile here. Against the left side, which is the south side, you see tables here in place. We really can't see what's behind them. But overall, it looks pretty good. Two restrooms again, boys and girls. So before we go inside the boys' bathroom, looking at the door, it looks good up top. As you go down here, you see the louvers are broken out. There's several louvers, the big hole here in the bottom. So I'm going to have a black mark here. Looking back at the door, you can see that big hole. Just notice that the cover's missing. looks pretty good. No other issues that I can see. We'll look at the mirror though. The mirror here, you see all the reflective material in the back is all missing toward the bottom. Across from that is the girls' restroom, 205B. The door looks good. Looking down here, you see a couple minor chips in the tile. Chips in the tile here in the corner. The door looks good. The wall looks good. Ceiling. Everything looks pretty good. Nothing's missing. Lights on. As we come out, we're now going to go into the main area, the big open area in the middle of the building. The opening number here is 205. Looking around at the glass and the walls and the door, looks really good. No issues at all, I can see. Turning back, we're looking east. Around the door looks good, the glass looks good. Again, there's a lot of stuff stored in this room. We're gonna look at the floor best we can. I noticed one little thing here by the door at the bottom. A little bit of minor, very minor damage here at the threshold. But other than that, we can't really see the floor good because that's the northeast corner. But overall, it looks good. We're gonna do a counterclockwise. This is the northwest corner. West side. That's the southwest side. That's the southeast side. Again, it's full of furniture. Let's look up the walls. Southeast corner. It's pretty good. Northeast corner. That's the north side. Nothing to report. Right here, looking toward the northwest, up top, there's some minor paint chipping here, but no real issues. Cabinets look good. This is the northwest corner. No issues. Well, the issues are the normal issues. You see a lot of the laminate here, this little chip, laminate off the edges. See it here also. This is the southwest corner. There's your south wall. Your south wall over here. And the southeast corner. Now we're looking up at the ceiling, starting there, going again counterclockwise. What I see is starting to go toward the west side here. The west side, you get a ceiling tile out of place. The area here in the back on the far west side of the cabinets, you'll see there's moisture here and here. This entire tile is missing, a couple of them missing. You'll see how the laminate is missing off the edge. This is the southwest corner. See a ceiling, see stain here over the breaker box. minor hole in the ceiling. Some more holes in the ceiling here. There's one there and one here. There's several of these in a row. Okay, so we're now back to the main door opening. We're going to go here to the northeast corner, go into our first room, room 203. Okay, looking down at the base, looks good. Around the edges, some minor chipping. No, nothing big around here. Looks good. The door itself looks good. Exterior. The back side of the door. This is like putty or something, gum or putty or something, so it's not damaged. Nothing major. Some chipping at the bottom. Let's look at our floor, going counterclockwise. That's our east wall. That's your northeast corner. All your north wall area, you see the furniture stored over there. This is your northwest corner. Again, you'll notice the transition between ceramic tile and vinyl. There's cracks around the corner here, cracks in the front. Some minor damage here in the corner. And the tile itself is broken right here in this northwest corner. This is your west wall area, west side of the room. I'm going to start now in the southwest corner and work our way counterclockwise. Your south wall. The south wall is where the air conditioning unit is. We look at that carefully. The doors look good. All looks pretty good. East corner, east wall. You note up in the middle that your absent projector has been removed. Down at the bottom here, you're going to see this device is plugged in. Parts of it are missing. Cover's missing. Northeast corner. This is your north wall. And then you're going over to your northwest corner where the blinds are. They look good. The door looks good. Your west wall all looks good. Our ceiling area doesn't have many problems. Looks straight up from where you're right now in the middle. You see it's like a junction box. There's a hole cut right there. And just going around, I only see one real issue so far. And that's over here on your north wall. Look back from over here, you can see how this ceiling tile is hanging. Okay. Room looks pretty good. Our next room is 204. Frame looks good. Again, just very minor scratches. At the bottom down here looks good. The threshold looks good. Looking at the door. Minor scratches at the bottom. As I close, you'll see there's lots of scratches here on the interior part, but no real damage. But as you look here below the handle, you can see a big chunk of wood out of there. We're going to go at the floor and go counterclockwise again. In this corner, look down here. This is the north side of the building. This is the northeast corner. Is that a break there? No, but there's chips, there's cracks here in the vinyl tile around here, around the corner. Over here to the northwest side of the room. Behind the desk, all looks good. Now looking at your west side of the room. Your south side of the room. And back to your northeast corner. Looking at the wall. And look first at the east wall, going counterclockwise. This is the northeast corner. Look at our door carefully. Door looks pretty good. It's covered, so we can't, well, no, I won't take it down. It's a magnet. I'll just put a magnet off here. No, we're not doing all that. But it looks good. There's no issues here. Come back to the door for a second, please. And it's real minor. I'm going to show you this. See how this is straight here and there's a bubble. The door is bent inward here at the bottom. Okay. You've got your north wall here. The blinds look good. Turning to the west wall, that's the northwest corner. Your west wall. Looking at your air conditioning unit in the storage area over here, you'll see here that the panel here looks like it's been held by tape. Okay, and it's hanging down, so it's not secured. Everything else looks pretty good. Right here, I'm noticing that, see the door laminate on the side here is coming loose. The door does not close. You have to push it. This door is really it's loose. See how it's loose. All the handles are in place. That is your south wall. And now we're going to go counterclockwise again. Right here in the the southeast corner, right above the door, you've got a ceiling tile that's loose. Another one of these holes here, rectangular holes in the ceiling. I believe this is your west wall. We're right by the Epson projector. You've got a couple stains here in the ceiling. Up here by the air conditioner again. Let's look at the air conditioner. You've got a big space here where this panel is separating right here. Ceiling tile's pushed up a little bit, little hole in the ceiling. All your other electronics are in place. You've got some minor holes in the ceiling, but again, there's nothing major. We're going to go across the hall now. Look at the other two rooms over here. This room number is 202. Looking at the door on 202, you're going to start up top here and see some chips here in the door here and here, and some minor scratches going down. Looking at the interior of the door, you're going to see some scratches here around the frame, around the window. Threshold looks good. Back side of the door looks good. That is the north side of the room. It's going counterclockwise. That's your that's your southwest corner. This is the south wall area. Looks all good. East side. This is still the south side right here of the door. This is your southeast corner. Looks pretty good. Some cracking down here again on the vinyl tile. Looking east. And back to the northeast corner where we came in. Walls look pretty good. This east wall. Up top looks good. Cabinets all look good. No real issues. We're looking at the west wall. See the Epson projector in place. This is your southwest corner. Your south wall where all the equipment is stored. Chairs and tables and desks and things are stored. This is your southeast corner where your door is. Up top you'll notice that your cover plate is missing. Looking at your east wall. In the bottom here you see there's a device missing right here. Northeast corner. And your north wall. Looking at the ceiling in this area, right there in the corner by the air conditioner, there's a ceiling tile pushed up. All your devices up top are in place. All I see is one issue over here on your south wall. On this side you'll see the towel hanging down. Everything else looks pretty good in here. We'll keep going to the next room. Did we get all this? We've got one more room to go in, and that's room 201. Okay. We've got a crack right here in the red colored tile in the corner. Coming into the door, you'll see lots of scratches and chips here, the lower part of the door, around the window. As I close the door, you'll see those scratches up top here, at the bottom. Overall, the door looks pretty good. We'll look at our floor area again here. Again, we're going counterclockwise. This is our south wall here. This is the southwest corner. You see over here, ceiling tile, minor cracks, threshold damage. That's actually some damage there on the ceramic tile. Floor looks pretty good. It's dirty as usual, but it's pretty good. That's your south wall. Your southeast corner. east wall area. Your north area. And this is the north, back to the northwest corner. And look up now. The walls look good. And over here at the southwest corner. Looks good. The door looks good. Your south wall looks good. East wall, that's the southeast corner. East wall, projectors in place. There's over here in the corner, you got it's just the stickies. See the stickies off here? This was some cabling back here, just loose. Nothing's broken, it's just loose. The wall over here under the air conditioner, around the air conditioner, all looks good. You got one cabinet here that doesn't close correctly. You see that? You can see here on the edge here how it's the laminate's coming off. That's your north wall. This is your your northwest corner. And then we look at the ceiling. Up in the middle of the ceiling, you've got a ceiling tile in place. Sorry, but all your electronics are in place. The only thing I see over here is right above the Epson projector is a broken tile here. Other than that, looks pretty good. So we just completed the complete exterior and interior of Building 2. This is our last final building here at the school. This is Building 1. We've gone from 14 down to 1, all the roofs, the interior, exteriors. We're going to start now here on the north side of Building 1. We're going to start in the corner over there. The corner is the northeast corner. You'll see up there the communication box is in place, the conduit's in place, wall, all is good. That fence, we saw this fence earlier when we did Building 8 with the cafeteria area, but just going across that. Looking down here, if you go here, you see a big crack in the sidewalk around one. You've got 3 windows. Look at those carefully. They all look pretty good. Down between the second and third window, counting from east to west, you'll see a crack here in the sidewalk. We're walking west, looking south to the north side of the building here. All is good. The sidewalk looks good. The building looks good. We're going to go out and around the entire building, around the green area, looking at the curbing, the walkway, the grass area. But before we go in, we're going to walk in here and look at the windows up close. So on the corner here, this is the west side of the building, the northwest corner. You see some glass there to be in good condition. The building looks good, no issues. Then this is your second window, security camera. All this looks really good, no issues. So looking down now, you see all the mulch, all the greenery here. The guys should not be in this area, but just in case, we're going to show it to you. And also look down here, you're going to see there's some bricks that line this, how they're somewhat covered. They're not even. Let me just show you the area. Okay. You walk toward the west, you've got some more concrete out here, walkway, parking area. In this big area here, you'll see this is on the west side of the school, the northwest corner. You see there's a crack here in the concrete. This is where the flag flies. This is where the school sign is. We can go around the school and show you all this in detail. All this sidewalk area looks good. You notice in the corner here, though, that it does hold some water. It just rained. And here is the full school wall here with the name on it. All this area looks good. You got a seating area out here with the bricks. Since I'm here, I'm gonna walk all the way out here and show you this bricks. And you'll notice in the corner, this is the southwest corner. Some damage here in the corner. Looking west, turning back toward the school, and we'll go in, look at the school, and continue our walk around. Sidewalk looks good, or the walkway looks really good. I'm gonna walk up now to the main doors, office doors. As you come in and start walking this way, you're gonna see here in the second section of concrete, there's a crack going across. We're at the front doors now. Looking around this area, all looks pretty good. The equipment looks good, lights are on, no real issues. Looking carefully at the front door, I see nothing wrong. The glass looks good, it's looks good. Door opening number 6. Looking at the window here. Now look at this window. What is this? This is, I believe this is tape residue. It is. See, there's tape residue coming off. So I guess there's something taped on here around the window. A lot of glue all around the whole window. Glue residue and tape residue. Down below here on the ground, you notice there's a drain. This drain is, it only rained for a couple of minutes, and this drain is plugged. You see the bricks here on the ground here also. Give you a view of all those. And now we're at the southwest corner of building 1. See the fence, the walk around all that, show you all this green area. We are at the edge again of the parking lot. Just give you a different perspective, show you where we are. All looks good. I'm going to turn now here, this corner is a crack, and go back in through the gate. Look at the remainder of the exterior of the building. We showed you this when we were looking at building 2, and I'll show it to you again. It's a couple of big cracks here in the sidewalk going to the main gate. The gate does look good. So we're at the southwest corner from the fence area, the corner of the school, building 1. Up top looks good. We showed you this area before we were looking at building 2. So now we're going to concentrate on the building itself, building 1. We're walking east, looking north at the south side of building 2. You've got 3 windows. All the glass looks good. No issues that I can see. This is the southeast corner. Now we're going to walk north and look back to the west at the east side of building 2. Hi ladies.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Student services, okay, right there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then this big one is the media center. Okay. Did we go in the media center? Yes, from one show. That's right. Yep, we did. Yeah.
All looks good here. We'll look at before we go to the middle of the building where the door is, you see there's a big crack. I told you before, this crack is directly across from building 9 or the media center. Okay. Just look in here. All the area looks good. The door looks good. The paint looks good. There's no chips or breaks we can see. There's some tape residue on the door here, but other than that, looks good. Administration building. The glass window looks good. No issues. And now we're back here at the north east corner. Again, look down here, you'll see a crack here in the sidewalk, a couple cracks in the sidewalk in this northeast corner. We showed you before when we went into the cafeteria area. We showed you this this door here, this gate here. Looking out, you'll see this is where we just started from, the north side of the building. That's it for this. And now I'm going to go to the interior of the building. Going inside the building here, the entrance number is 006. This is the far east side of the building. There's two entrances. This is the east side, and afraid ahead is the west side. I'm going to turn around now and look at where we just came from. Up top, again, one of your covers is missing. The other cover is in place. Minor scratches on the door. Shouldn't use a lot. Let's stay in here and look down at the floor. See on the right side, there's some very minor cracking. On the left side, though, there's cracking here in the vinyl tile. Okay. We're going to stay right here and just look around this whole foyer area. This building has a lot of small rooms. We're going to go in these rooms individually. What we're going to do first is just stay in this area and look around. And then I think the best way to do this is as we get to a room, we're going to go in that room, look around, and go to the next room. Okay? So we're going to start on the floor here, right by this door. Okay, the floor looks pretty good. It's nice and clean, no issues. As you can see, on our right, which is the south side, is room number 002. Okay? The walls outside look good. The door entrance looks good. The door itself looks good. There's one little bitty scratch right here. It wasn't right here, but overall, it's in good condition. This room is carpeted. We just kind of go counterclockwise. We're going to get the floor, walls, and ceiling in here also. The floor is carpeted. No issues. There's a door in the corner back here, but we can't get through it. We'll do it from the other side, no problem. But it looks good. Behind the desk all looks good. These rooms are kind of small. Maybe we need to get all of it at one time, the floor, wall, and ceiling, rather than having to go back around 3 times. It's in really good condition. I want to show what's on the desk. I want to show the computers on the desk, the file cabinets, all that, so we can see all that just in case. I don't see any issues in this room at all yet. Electronics are in place. Floor tile, the carpet looks good. The blinds look good. Desk area, everything looks good. Let's look behind the door real quick before we get out of here. Behind the door looks like brand new. No issues. Okay. Right across from here is, see if it's open. Yes, room 101. Okay. Looking around here, the door looks good. Floor looks good. Again, it's a small room. We're going to just go around the entire room and look at the floor, walls, and ceiling. This room has a back door. We won't worry about going out that door because we can get it from the outside. Nothing, we're going to just slowly document the whole room, what's on the desk, the floor, the walls, ceiling, everything, but it looks really good, no issues. Everything looks really good in here, nice and neat. You got a wire loose up here, but other than that, it looks really good. So all the books on the shelves, the pictures, the personal pictures, everything looks good. Okay. Now we're into the main area here of the office. So we're going to go to our right, which is north, and go kind of counterclockwise. Again, because the rooms are so small, we're going to just kind of get the whole area at one time, walls, floor, and ceiling. Okay, so walking here to the north, on our right side, which is the east side, no issues. The electronics are in place up top. The carpet looks pretty good, no major stains. It's a little bit dirty, but it's not bad. In the corner here, this is the north east corner. So right here, you see this room door here. This is where we just came out of the back door for that. 001. You've got 001A, which is the women's restroom. Look at that. Outside looks good. There is a couple teachers on staff here, so I want to make sure I knock the ones in here. Okay. Looking down at the floor, all looks good. You got some chipping on the wall right here. All looks good so far. Nothing really to report. I'm sorry. Back of the door looks good. No issues. Right next to that is the water fountain area. Looks pretty good. No issues. Our next room is 006A, which is the men's restroom. Door looks good. Floor area looks good. Walls, ceiling, and floor look good. Sink, toilet paper dispenser. Everything's in good condition in this room. Behind the door, all looks good. We're now here at the north side of the building. Okay, you've got a painted mural here, which is really nice. Should we show that real good in case anything happens to it? If we go around the back side of that, it's like a little mail room. The floor is really good. It's clean, it's polished. You see the mail slots, all look good. The blinds are in place, all look good. Over here to the west, there's some doors. These are locked. I'm not sure what's inside. These are just some cabinets, so we're not going to go in there at all. We're now in the northwest corner of the room. You've got a door here, 009. That door's locked. There's a couple rooms we can't get in. That may be one of them in the office. We're not going to worry about that one. Looking to the west here, we're going to see cabinets, sink area, all looks good. 008 is open. Because these doors are open, that means that we cannot get in this 009. One of those doors we can't go inside. This is a electronics and storage looking room. Door looks good. Floor looks good. It's a very small room also. There's a small room in the corner over here. It's just for storage. There's no door on that room. You see the hinges, but there's no door on that room at all. Up top, you see there's some ceiling tiles missing. They look like they're intentionally removed for wiring. See all the controls, the Ethernet controls, the things that are being stored in here. You see your telephone controls over there and wiring. Nothing much to show. All looks good. The wall looks good. The back of the door looks good. That was room 008. So now we're going to walk around the rest of the building here. So now, up against the wall again here, there's some more of these cabinets. These cabinets are locked. The walls look good, floor looks good, ceiling looks good. This building looks pristine so far. We're now walking here toward the west. This is the main entrance from outside. We came the main entrance from the back side, from the school side. All looks good in here. Let's look at this trophy case real quickly and real carefully. Make sure nothing gets hit or damaged. It looks to be in good condition. I don't see any cracks. Looks good. The door itself, again, looks good. The floor area coming in looks good. The covers are on the controls up there. Ceiling looks good. And now we're going to go to the other side of the building here. So it's, again, a small area. Give you a wide view here. This is maybe like a reception area where the people come in to sign in the kids and out. See the bottom here goes from transitions from tile to carpet. You've got a swinging door here. Looks to be in good condition. We're looking at the principal secretary, Carrie Williams' room, and her room is 004. That room is locked, so we can't get in there right now. We should be able to get in there soon. We'll finish looking at the building. Again, this is the main office area here. You see the desks, you see the copy machine. Looking around, the electronics up top are good. The floor is good. It is carpeted again. There's some paint or something down here on this slat, but overall they're in good condition. Over here on this wall, this is the east wall, 002. This is the door we couldn't come through earlier. It's in good condition. The walls look good, the counters look good. There's one counter door right here that's not closing completely. Then there's a little place in the back here that we can't get in either. So here in this corner, this is the southwest corner, you've got looks like phone cables, you've got sink and cabinets. In the corner back here, you get the ceiling tile pushed up a little bit. But the room's in good condition, the ceiling's in good condition, the floor is in good condition, no issue. So we've got two rooms, 005 and the one on the corner over there that we can't get in. We'll get those shortly. We now had someone come over the doors for us, 009. This is here in the northwest corner of the building, building 1. Door looks good. Again, the floor is carpeted. All looks good. It's a very small room. Floor, wall, and ceiling all look good. The blinds look good. There's a very small storage room right here. It's locked also. We're not going to worry about going in there. It's just a tiny little room. There's no machinery in there, I don't believe. But the room looks pretty good. We're going to come out. As we come out, heading back to finish up the last two rooms that we couldn't get. When notice up top here, you got a couple of lights are out. Light out right here on the north side. As we walk this way toward the middle, right by the middle part of the room here, another light is out up here. We've got two more rooms we need to go into. This is room 004. Again, the door looks good, no issues at all. Minor scratches, just minor stuff. We come in this room, nice room. Again, this is the office. The office is pretty pristine. Everything looks good. The back of the door looks good. The walls look good. I want to make sure I document the personal items in here in case something happens to be missing or whatever. The blinds look good, a little twisted, but it looks good. Nothing's missing. Floor looks good. Walls, all looks good. No issues at all. See the desk area, the screens, monitors. Again, all looks good. Behind the door, no issues. We got one more room to go to. And that's back here in the back. And back here is room 005. 005. Okay. It's a file room. It's a file storage room. The back of the door looks good. There's a crack in the floor though. Look at that crack right here. There's a crack in this floor tile right there below the door. In the corner by the door, you see some paint is chipping, but all looks good. No real issues in here. A lot of stuff stored. No issues. Okay, that's going to conclude this building. Okay, so we have now completed building 1. And now that means we've completed the entire school from building 14 backwards to building 1. So again, this is Carrick Williams saying thank you again for allowing us the opportunity to be out here and work for you guys and document this existing conditions. Really appreciate the work and your confidence in us. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.